Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, fucking No Nut November really came into play. Potatoes are ready.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Show Title Pending, everybody. It's been a while, and I think I might be a little loud on this one. Let me fix it. So as you
start over?
yeah.
Okay.
No, we're still going.
Oh, we're still going?
Yeah, no,
All in one
this
shot?
is
Okay.
Show Title Pending.
Oh, okay. I thought we were editing. Never mind.
Still don't know. No, we'll edit, but we got to keep the
Standards
the
are still low.
continuity.
Good.
Anyways, guys, welcome to Show Title Pending. Yeah, we still don't know. Obviously, I'm Bravo, and this is...
Bad.
Yes.
What's good?
And as you could obviously tell, it's just us two. And, of course, Emma, she's here.
We're so alone.
Chilling in her room. She says hi.
Yeah.
It's...
She's our emotional support, Emma.
there.
Listen, I've got social anxiety. There's less people, I'm more uncomfortable.
Now all the attention's on you. And so Jason, Chris, Kevin, as well as Jeremy, they're either out of town or
They had better things to do.
Yeah, they're getting paid. We are not.
No.
But in celebration for our Thanksgiving podcast here at AWD Loot and Show Title Pending, we thought of what would really come to represent the wholesomeness and Thanksgiving value that Thanksgiving has, brought to us in our lives.
Yeah.
We thought of making a very great spread. I was going to say spray. Spread of a turkey, mashed potatoes, brought to you by Bex and her wonderful choice of culinary perfection, which we'll taste later on.
We'll get into that.
We got show them what we have here. What is that?
So we got some cranberry sauce.
Which you just opened out of the can. And
just... Yeah, it was a lot of work, honestly.
But at the end,
and you got to experience the glory and the efforts of Bravo.
I mean, look, sometimes you just gotta take one for the team.
Oh my gosh! And with our continuing on with our Thanksgiving adjacent.
Yes, of course. So instead of we wanted to bring you guys that, but sadly, like many of us out there, we're poor broke actors. So in order to affiliate and make sure that we actually did you guys justice, we thought of the next best thing that really contributes to Thanksgiving dinner. So I went to Cairns, which is over in Burbank, and I got us show the crowd.
Yeah. Here we go. Raisin Cane, man.
There it is. Raising Cane.
There we go.
I was like, what fucking camera do I look
Raising. I know. Wait, hold on. This is your camera.
And this is a 3. What the fuck is?
It looks like bread and bread on chicken and
potatoes.
Yes.
Because we come in many different styles.
We're doubling down.
We're doubling down on potatoes because,
yeah.
God damn it, we're going to get nice and plump today.
God bless America.
So stupid.
Well, you said Canes. I was like, Citizen Canes? Hold on. Raisin Canes.
Rosebud.
A staple, yes.
And we also have the lemonade. Mind you, we are not sponsored by Raising Canes.
Or anyone.
Or anybody. Please sponsor us.
So poor. So hungry.
What was that? In the arms. We're just with just a low contribution of $50,000.
Oh, wow.
You too can feed these poor, desperate actors trying to be somebody in this industry.
Sugar daddies across America, if you are looking for some...
My applications are ready to go, baby.
Yeah. Our rates are pretty low, honestly. We'll work with you. But yeah. So we've got our Thanksgiving adjacent spread and theme for today. There were talks of wearing a turkey onesie or suit. Okay,
look. Let me nip that in the butt right now. I wanted to come in with one of those inflatable chicken outfits or turkey outfits. Kind of like the dinosaur one. Mm-hmm. That should cost $80. Now, mind you, I was also thinking of using it while streaming sometimes, just to add a little bit of flavor.
It's a good investment, but...
Yeah, I've been working nonstop for the past couple of days, man. I forgot. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You know what? Well, this is definitely not going to be the last time we do something like this.
Of course.
So we can slowly build up, our themed costumes and whatnot.
Which you guys can help contribute by going to our Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Or, following us on Twitch. We stream.
We do. Separately and together. Yours
Who is he? Who are you cheating me with, Bex?
Listen, I didn't want to bring this up, but seeing as it is the Thanksgiving season, this is the time to
Be
stir
thankful.
drama. Oh.
No,
And
please, tell me about this individual who you are sharing your online broadcasting time with. While I eat this Raising Cane's chicken. Finger licking. No, that's the wrong motto.
Yeah, oh my gosh, speaking of cheating. Okay, oh no. Colonel Sanders, oh no. What's his name? Harlan? Fun fact.
His name is Harlan?
His name is Harlan. His name is Harlan. And amongst many other things, there is a KFC dating sim that you can play for free on Steam. I actually played it on one of my streams a few weeks ago, and wow.
So who is he?
You're like, stop deflecting. Listen.
Now you're dating the Colonel?
Listen, I just don't like to be tied down in any respect, and just, the men, they come and go. What can I say?
No, I get it. You like a man in uniform.
I like a man in uniform. That white on white action, which sounds worse than it is. I
can dig it.
Yeah.
White on white.
White on white action. I meant the chef.
Nah,
tunic?
it's too late.
Yeah, there's no.
The chef's tunic?
What are they called? The like, because it's the garb.
A chef's coat?
Is that what it is?
What are you talking about? What the Colonel is wearing, or like what?
Is it a coat?
It's a suit. My boy's out here drinking on a hot summer day some sweet man juleps on his porch.
These standards of men dressing to the
nines,
even in the kitchen in the hot South.
I will say this.
Yeah.
They do put us to shame.
They do. I feel ashamed.
Good.
Okay. Well.
That's what a cheater gets.
Wow. Anyway, but yes, so my channel is Das Bexican. I am just getting back into streaming. I'll be on, well, I don't know. I'll post on my Instagram. And then for you, yours is just Bravo.
Just Bravo. No, not Bravo, just Bravo.
Just
yeah, people. I really have a knack of making just
Bravo.
confusing fucking names for all my handles.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, is it this? Like, no, it's just this. Or
yeah.
Ryan Bravo.
Yeah.
No, that's your name. What's your tag name? Ryan Bravo.
Who are you? I'm you. No, who are you? I'm you.
I'm you. It's like, not him, me. That is me.
Not
me. Here you. That's what the fucking Chris Tucker. Oh, Rush Hour.
Yes.
Oh
man. So okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Hit me up.
Since we're talking about Thanksgiving, any particular like memories or traditions that you have with your family that come to mind?
What is this, a fucking commercial audition?
No.
I got asked the same fucking
really?
question.
With what?
I can't say, because I don't want to put it in the tag.
Ooh. Spicy.
But I have a callback for it on Monday, or whenever the fucking this thing airs, but on Monday.
Yeah.
We're like, so what sort of tradition? Like, mind you, in my family, like, as much as I love them, we do. Most of our family's in like Mexico, so we don't really do that many big of traditions here, even with like family friends, and like tamales. Look, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit from the entire Latin community. I don't like tamales. I don't get what's the big deal. It's what is it? Fucking maize dough. Wrapped in like a corn husk leaf, filled with stuff.
It's comfort food, though.
It's pretty much a burrito.
Okay, but in the defense, let's be real here. All Mexican food is the same ingredients in different shapes.
What do you say that? Yes.
So I mean.
Let's see, where is it? I know there was. I saw a video once, or they were talking. I was like, "What's a aguarache?" And it's like, okay, well, it's a flour tortilla, with rice, beans, meat, cheese, and some other crap. Okay, then what's this one? Okay, well, that's simple. That's from Venezuela. That is a flour tortilla with rice, beans, and everything. Okay. That is true, but like,
There's a lot of hype for tamales.
there's a lot of hype. And mind you, for anyone who likes tamales, they're overrated, but no.
Oh my god.
Like, it's the big thing during the holiday season or the end of year, right?
Yeah.
The process to make them is so goddamn long that if you miss up one thing, it'll crumble.
No, that's
or if
true.
you steam it for too long, it's this. Now, mind you, there are some out there, some abuelitas, abuelos, depending, who make pretty fucking killer tamales.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I will say, they fill it with like a nice little like surprise. Like, it's not just like chicken or like fucking mole. Mole is another thing I don't like.
I have yet to try mole.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't had. I've had like menudo, but I don't think those are the same thing.
It's like the soups. They're all just soups.
It's just soups. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but like, so I mean, I'm.
No, keep it real. Keep it real, Bex.
Yeah. No, I mean, just like, eh. I mean, I love Mexican food. I love what I was brought up on. But yeah, it's all the same stuff, honestly. Like, you know, just rearranged.
It's all gonna kill you with a smile.
Oh yeah.
It's so fucking unhealthy.
Yeah.
But damn, does it taste delicious. So tradition. I can't think of a fucking tradition my family and I have. We made tamales. My mom used to make tamales.
You know what's sad?
Yeah.
My family on my mom's side, every year they make the tamales for,
Yeah.
you know, Christmas and whatnot, you know. And my whole life, I'm 28. I've never
And looking
been-
great.
And looking I've never been invited to the tamale day.
They never invited you to
They
make
never
tamales?
like I always find out after the fact that like, oh yeah, we got this big batch and we like distributed it and whatnot. Like my mom's been there, and I'm like, where was I? Like, when did this? You just took a trip to San Jose without me, and you didn't tell me like
So
in the
now-
dead of night, and then you come back with tamales, and I didn't get to experience like. So I don't even know exactly how they're made.
God, your mom is just gaslighting your own ethnicity.
Yeah, I'm like, listen. What did I say earlier? I know I haven't grown into my melanin yet, but this is too far.
Oh my god, like yeah, man, no, I'll be honest, as much as I rag on like stuff about like Mexican food or Latino things,
Yeah.
I've never been ostracized by my own people to that limit that I was not invited to the moment.
I don't know. But it only hurts a lot, so you know, I'm fine.
It's like it only just pains my soul and makes me more alone in this world than I should be. Okay, well, like, okay, I will say this. A tradition that has to do with food, but it is around, like, Christmas or whatnot, is when we set up the tree, my mom always makes something called el nacimiento. You know what that is? It's a depiction of the birth of Jesus Christ. Like the three wise men, Mary, Joseph,
like the nativity.
baby. Yeah, that's the English translation, the nativity scene. Like every year, it all started like they were just placed right next, under the tree.
Yeah.
Every year after that, a new addition got added to it. We added like snow, which was
okay.
like cotton. Okay, that was 1 year. Then the next year, the nativity, the actual like shed, I guess, broke. So my dad built a new one from scratch, like from extra pieces of lumber he had. He designed and built a new one.
Oh,
Great.
right on.
The next year, it got a nice varnish finishing on it, and then it got it lights, and then I sadly made the mistake of being friendly to a pregnant cat, who then had its babies, and my father still to this day did not let them go. Mind you, he'd tell us. Here's the funniest thing about this. Long story short, let me finish the Christmas story. The cats then just started destroying it. Because to them, it's a toy. And so one morning we come out, and it's like, oh yeah, we always look at the nativity scene because we turn on the lights, and oh, it's very well lit.
Yeah.
Where Jesus Christ is supposed to be is the cat just...
Oh, no.
And I'm like, well, there it is.
We have to change his name.
For Jesus. Mind you, I have nothing against cats. I'm just allergic to them. So biologically, I'm screwed. Okay. One day, and I think I mentioned this at some point in one of our shows. It was a hot summer day. I was sipping mint juleps, like the Colonel. No, I was coming home from college. Yeah, I was coming home from school, and this is gonna for anybody who's never been in an actual place where animals are birthed. Like I used to live in a farm, a ranch. So I once helped a child, come into life, which was a cow.
Wow.
And a couple sheep. I'm like, oh, Chris is gonna love this audio, but just.
Oh, yeah, I'm just like munching.
But if he was here, he would have stopped us. This is what you get when it's just two people, the two performers putting everything together. I was walking and I got the smell of fucking placenta.
What? The placenta?
Yeah. What? And again, that's everyone's reaction when I tell them that.
What does it smell like?
Dude, I can't describe this shit.
Like, is it metallic because like blood or like?
Yeah, there is blood, obviously. So it does have, unless the animal is bleeding very heavily, like, I usually refer it to like smelling salts. Like, like, whoa, you understand, like, yo, what the fuck is that smell?
You're like, all hands on deck.
Yeah, and I it got that, because again, every time I smelled that, I had to be ready, because either my grandmother would be like birthing an animal.
Knee-jerk reaction.
And I'd be like, son, fucking hut. Moo.
Shot out.
There you go, kids. That's how sheep and cows are born. Just flying right out of it.
Miracle of life.
Always starts with a bang. And so I was like, what the fuck is that smell? But again, with the heat, it reeked even more.
Congealed.
So give me a second. Let me take a bite real quick.
I'm gonna continue eating.
We
talk about this.
And so I smelled it. I was getting closer and closer to my apartment. I saw blood on the stairs, and I'm like, holy shit, did somebody die? Like, but then that doesn't explain. And I see this cat, like, again, it was in such distress because it was breathing, because it literally just had its babies.
Yeah.
But it like slowly would get up and drag. It had 3 babies. It dragged one and went downstairs, because we were on like the 2nd floor. Yeah. Under a bush to get them out of the heat.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, man. What do I do?
Yeah.
So I called up my dad, and I was like, hey, Dad, what's protocol for this? Because I don't want to get in trouble that I made a mess. You could tell that's what my family life was like. And my dad's like, look, get him to the garage and I'll figure that out. All right, cool. So I pick it up. And again, I get some water and everything. And this all started. Why this cat came to this house was because one day I was practicing outside. I was like practicing lines for like a scene. Yeah. And I see 3 cats like coming up to me, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? Okay. Oh, go up, kitty. Yeah. And they looked hungry, so I gave them some ham and some milk. And that's where it all began. They kept coming back. It was the ham. And there were mochita, as the mothers would call this, long-haired, like Egyptian style cat. Ooh. I think that was the right thing they used, because when we brought it into the vet, or my dad did, he's like, what the fuck is this thing? He's like, we don't know, it's not a tabby. And he's like, oh, this is a rare cat to be here, like in the fucking Alhambra, what the fuck? Alhambra. There was Mochita, the long-haired cat. There was one that had like a cheetah-like pattern. Ooh, it was very unique. It was a very beautiful cat. Mm-hmm. Either it got taken or it passed because it stopped coming. Mochita was the only one who came.
Yeah, he crossed over to the ethereal plane.
Pour one out for the homie. No, this is carpet. Don't do that. Pour it into the potatoes. And I'm sorry. You grabbed it and it was like, and I was like, oh my god.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, we'll wait that at the end of the episode. So it had its baby, so I put it in. I wiped it. I kind of like made sure it could breathe, because I performed, I guess, like first aid on it to make sure it was alive.
Wait, how old were you?
I mean, I want to say like maybe 18. Like I was in college.
Oh, okay. I was like
17, because I started college at 17 years old.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, this 10-year-old boy's just full on in doctor mode, just like, it's okay, ma'am.
What? You couldn't do that? Living in Mexico teaches you some things, guy. I used to live in Mexico. So I get it cleaned up. I put like, because the garage is very cold.
Yeah.
So I open it up. I make sure to kill any spiders that were there because it's a fucking garage, like pretty much underground. And I put them, I don't know why I thought putting a fucking blanket, because if they weren't already hot enough, but just in case. And I left some food. Like I carried the cat, like she couldn't get up because you could still see the
dangly bits.
The dangly bits. So I had to remove them.
Yeah.
Like I got a glove. Like,
Yeah,
remember guys,
you get turned inside out a little bit.
Gentlemen out there, you got to be able to deliver babies, your own or otherwise.
Listen, it's too expensive to do hospital births, so you better start getting emotionally prepared. We should be making video games for that. I feel like VR, just to get used to, like, because guys, you get good at the video game, get good at the birthing of your child that you may or may not have. PSA. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, gentlemen, if your hands are going to be down there, or ladies, if your hands are going to be down there one way or another, be sure to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, like, you shouldn't have a problem with that, right? Right?
So, anyways, long story short, my dad comes, checks them, they're all right, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll find good homes for them." Mm-hmm. My mom was like, "You fucking better, because I do not want to clean up after cats." Mm-hmm. I'm 30.
Never found a home for him.
Nope, never found a home. His little chiquinellos, and he actually took a photo of them, the 3 kittens. Mm-hmm. He opened up we have like I was gonna say a clock. Mm-hmm. And he cut out like the big photo. He expanded it and put him as the background for the clock. So every time he leaves, when he looks at the time, he sees his kids. And I'm like, wow, Dad, you have more photos of the cats than us.
Isn't that a classic dad thing though? Like, even if they're the ones that, I don't want pets, especially the ones that I don't want any pets, and then something comes into the house and then they're like, this is my favorite child. I've seen like my super cranky uncle who lives in San Jose. They had a cat or whatever against his will. He didn't really care for the cat. The cat was loved, just not by him. Well, then his son, my cousin, just like, saved up and got a little golden retriever.
No, keep going. Go on, yeah.
And
get the sauce.
I gotta say, like, I have never seen such a large, angry man become so soft so fast. He like, this dog is living a king's life with it gets to have like little burgers with them. It gets to eat like the human food. It has its own like little lederhosen for Oktoberfest. Like, yeah. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but like dad's.
No, you're just
animals.
venting the lack of love you got compared to this
Honestly,
dog.
I'm like, I just want someone to get me lederhosen. That's really all I want. No, I get.
You heard that, everybody? Once we open up a PO box, send back some lederhosen.
Send me some lederhosen.
Oh, that'd be nice to do an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, we absolutely should. Actually,
podcast and stream.
I do have a dirndl, so I mean, I guess I really don't need lederhosen. I just think they're funny. But yeah. Anyway, dads and animals. It sounds like your father is. Yeah.
But he wasn't against it. My mother was the one who was completely against it. Mind you, she doesn't hate cats.
But
she just doesn't want to clean up after.
Which I wouldn't either, honestly. It's a lot.
It's like, how can I put it? Well, I found out that I was allergic to them because I would carry them and take care of them, whatever, and I would just start sneezing over and over and over. I went to the doctors and he's like, "Do you have cats?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I think you're allergic to them." And I told my dad. He's like, "Hey, Dad, I don't think we can keep the cats."
He's all, "You're gonna have to."
And
leave.
he's just like, "Well, fucking suck it up," and that's it. So it wasn't until I moved out that I had to literally breathe through my mouth that entire time I was in my home.
You didn't take like Claritin or anything?
Over-the-counter medicine doesn't work on me.
Oof.
Unless I've never tried it, but like taking a higher dosage than recommended, it never does a damn thing to me.
Dang.
It's just like my career. No. Okay, look. Okay, here's something I want to bring up. Okay. This is some real first world problem kind of crap.
Okay.
So, Jason likes to work on like ideas, and he sometimes contacts me. I think he contacted you about a recent idea that he had.
Oh yeah, we talked yesterday.
He called me late at night, and he's like, "Hey, Bravo, I was talking to Bex about this idea, and I'm not gonna reveal it, but I was reading it out loud to him, and I went into like what is it? Those audiobooks kind of voice. Like, I just
Oh,
automatically
yes.
started reading it in an audiobook. It's like, right, I was having such a great fun until you went, what the fuck is this? And what it was,
yeah.
wasn't his writing. It's this phrase. For some reason, it pisses me off. Blood curdling. Like a blood curdling scream, you know?
Yeah. You don't like the phrase blood curdling?
It doesn't make sense. Blood doesn't curdle.
What exactly is curdling?
And that's what we looked up. Because he's like, well, bro, blood curdling scream is a scream. It's like, no, I know what it is. Like a blood curdling scream. But,
I have a great blood curdling scream, by the way, just so you know. Anyway.
you know what? I think in case Chris is sleeping right now, I think you should show them to Chris.
Oh my
We love you, Chris. Okay, let's take a look. What is the definition of curdling? No, not cuddling. God damn you.
Is there any extras? Oh, wait, this is mine.
Yeah, curdling. Okay, verb. Garud or present participle? Curdling. Separate or cause to separate into curds or lumps. Example, take care not to let the soup boil or it will curdle.
Like, almost like spoiling, almost.
Yeah, or like for cheeses and stuff. Like I know at our job, you know, we see that.
Mm-hmm. Like, it should be like freezing your blood.
Or
It should be,
something like that, but like...
not...
Why? Why is that still being... Mind you guys, this is going to be the fucking part of the podcast where it makes no fucking sense, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Blood...
Let it out. Let it out. This is a safe
Blood
space.
doesn't... Why do we still keep using that word? Blood curdling scream.
Or does it? Has blood curdled ever before?
Okay, you know what? That's a fair point. Let's take a look at it.
Maybe it has. Or maybe it's the idea that
curdle?
curdling is such a, like, gross, weirdish, kind of icky word.
Back to medieval times and is based on the concept that fear or horror would run the blood cold, or curdle blood, but the validity of this theory has never been researched.
Thank you. I gotta make sure. Thank you for proving my point. But according to this, it says the term blood curdling dates back to medieval times and is based on the concept that fear or horror would run the blood cold or curdle. Parentheses congeal. But the validity of the so. What is it? Okay, it says movie. Within 15 minutes before and after each movie, blood samples were taken from the volunteers and analyzed for clotting activity. Viewers were much more likely to have increased levels of clotting protein, called coagulant factor 7, after the horror movie than after an educational movie.
So, a little bit. A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I do not stand corrected. Fuck that.
Are you still mad?
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay. But we learned something new today. Blood can now be used as a cheese.
You get a nice spread on your toast.
Blood comp.
Blood.
Wow. Can we get stricken for that? I don't know.
No, because
For blurred?
for
blurred?
Look, if YouTube has come to a point where they're like, you guys can't say blood, then what is this fucking? What's that book?
1985.
Yeah,
19.
or like everything's so like regulated and I never read that fucking book.
I think. Oh no, I was trying to read Fahrenheit 451, which I need to try.
I think.
again.
Oh no, I think that's the one I'm talking about then.
Where they started burning the books.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, got it.
They made a show for it too. I haven't seen it. Haven't finished reading it. I get distracted, but yeah, you know.
Every time I look up, like, fuck, what camera am I looking at?
I know.
God, we are such a fucking mess without the rest of
I have only looked in this camera because it's directly across from me, but that's okay. I'm it's fine.
Look, you guys know what you were gonna get when you clicked on this video.
We're doing great. If anything, we should add more cameras. We should have one that's like right here.
The poor crown.
Getting my double chins and like, jowls. Yeah.
So let me ask you, is there something that grinds your gears, like a phrase or something like that? Because for me, obviously, it's blood curdling.
A phrase that like most people say.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you right now, what's your first world problem?
My first world problem. Well, I mean, I was gonna go off of the phrase like, I don't know what it is about when someone will say something and then laugh and no, they'll say something but they'll kind of like take it back and be like, no, I'm just kidding, and then they like go on. I'm like, can you just own what you're saying and move on? I don't know why that makes me mad, but it makes me mad. Like, you coward.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
I think it was that Kevin Hart.
Oh.
Yeah, he did like a little.
Did he?
Say what he was talking about. I think his uncle who was like in prison, and he came out. He's like,
yeah.
"Come on, boy, say it with your chest." And he's like, I don't know what I'm saying, man.
I don't know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So there you go, guys. Whenever you in the future, whenever you meet Bex and you tell her a funny joke, don't take it back. If it fails, it fails.
Don't take it back.
Or else she'll call you a coward.
Yeah, no, I can't handle it. I don't know why. I'm just like, but let's say there's most people that know me moderately well. Their impression is that I don't get mad, but I do over really dumb things. And when I do get mad, it's like deeply
Name them off.
concerning.
Just things that make you pissed.
Things that make me pissed. People that like breathe really loudly when they're eating. They're like.
I think Chris would agree with you on that one.
That's just
after
like,
he edits this one.
I'm like, why are you fighting so hard to just be like? Oh my gosh.
Could you exist quieter, please?
I'm like, this is not working for me. Or like, there would be a thing, like, I would be playing Uno with my cousin, and I just want to go. I'm just like, let's go for speed, whatnot. And she would take time to, like, stop and, like, clean up the deck so it had all the edges. One time this was when I was, like, 14 or whatever, but, like, I could see myself getting to this rage of annoyance if I was playing with someone who did that, and I just, like, slapped the deck out of the way, because I'm like, this is not the time for that. We're in the middle of a very serious match.
Of Uno. Yeah. Boy, you think this is a game?
Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but it's dumb things like that. But I did want to say, for Thanksgiving traditions.
Oh yeah.
Just rounding back to that, which I'm not sure if you finished yours. Other than you said there weren't really much.
Just the nativity is pretty much it.
The nativity.
We don't really have a lot of cohesion in my family.
We with my family we would do the usual turkey and like those foods, and then there would be we call them fudgelatis, but that's not what they're called.
Fudgelatis.
It is just a funny word that my family would say, but it's the what are they?
Well, describe them physically.
So they're the like long, thin, definitely not a burrito. They would have like the red sauce on enchiladas. Yeah. Yeah, we would call them fudgelatis. I don't know who started it. Anyway, but we'd have the enchiladas, and then we'd have, a couple other things. So, like every other family, mine always has to have drama at any family event. And I don't know what it is about, like, my dad's side of the family. Like, they're always at each other's throats. Yeah. Like, just, like, really hard teasers and but also really sensitive. So, like, feelings are being hurt constantly throughout.
Like, they're going for the throat.
They're going for the throat, Everybody's like, oh, yeah, fatty, da-da-da, like, they're just going after it. And
I'm sorry, I just realized. I want to just point out is like, damn, that's your level of going for the throat? Yeah, you fatty.
Well, that's like how they greet each other, and then it just goes from there.
¿Qué hombre gordo?
I mean, just like...
Yeah.
That's the greeting. That's where you start. That's the starting ground.
Cousin, fatty.
Hey, fatty, and then it just gets worse. Anyway, so we would have the dinner. We would yell at each other and argue. Sometimes there would be like the parade playing on TV. I guess it happens in New York. I don't know. It just...
Oh, the Thanksgiving parade?
I think so, yeah. And then karaoke and whatnot. But yeah, always drama, and it's always like with that one uncle one uncle that just like
Starting shit.
oh my gosh. And there was one year. Now he is like one of the cooks of the family, and he's very serious about it. There was one year, we'd all had like the main course already basically eaten, and we'd been hanging out for a while. It's getting late, so I got hungry again, and I was like, you know what? That turkey was pretty bomb. I'm gonna go grab some more. And so me and my cousins, we're silly and laughing and whatnot. We go over to the I think we were in high school. We go over to like the tray with the big old turkey, and there was like one full like leg there, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that. So I went to like try to take off the leg, but it was stuck, and we were we were just hyped up or whatever. So instead of like doing the smart thing of like let me go grab a knife and like just handle this, I tried to twist and yank. But I did it. I went too hard, and the whole thing spilled, and the turkey was on the floor, and I had turkey grease like all the way down my clothes. Right as that uncle walked into the kitchen, I've never feared for my life so much. I was like, oh no. And he was pissed. And I had to get rid of those pants. It was I just smelled like gravy for weeks.
I smelled delicious.
I smelled delicious. But after a while that smell gets like it just becomes too much, where like I would put on the pair of pants weeks later after being washed many times and still be like, oh. And that uncle wasn't talking to me for a while, so that's my family tradition.
Just trauma and turkey juice.
Thanksgiving is a trauma response. Wait, no, actually it is, isn't it? No, I don't know. That's too. I don't know.
Please help us. We need therapy.
Yes, please. But it's been a few years since we've done a family Thanksgiving. Needless to
I wonder why. Let's see. Was there ever a time that like I fucked up royally in the kitchen?
All the time.
I mean, that is 100% true, yeah. No, like, man. Have you ever tried to, like, ignore a fuck up that your family's gonna see, your parents are gonna see, but you're like, I didn't even see it, like, even though it was right in front of you? Mm-hmm. This happened to me. I was borrowing my father's car because my other one was being fixed or whatever. Now the entrance to our to the apartment, it's a small little entryway, right? Mind you, I drive like a Honda, so it's very elevated off the ground. This one was practically on the ground. It's like a fucking Toyota something. What's a very typical Toyota car?
Oh, like a Camry?
I think so, yeah. So, it's very late at night. I've been working for days straight, very, very little bit of sleep. But I'm still always hyper vigilant because it's my father's things. Yeah. This man will take care of his objects better than his kids. No.
Sometimes.
And so I'm always aware, like, oh, fuck, does it have a scratch? Did something happen? Something I can't control, but of course it's like that automatic, like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah. This happened, like, what, 2 years ago?
You're like, I'm still...
Yeah, so I'm still traumatized by it. And so I'm turning the car in, because it's not really... It's in a fucking alley. The entrance is in an alley. Yeah. And again, I'm looking to the side, to the right view mirror, like, all right, I don't want to hit the mirror as I'm going in. I don't know how, Bex, but as I'm turning in, I'm like, all right, good, I have enough space. I look clean from the right side. On the left side, I was too close to the wall or some shit. And it's never happened to me. Where all I hear is a... And mind you, this is not metal or something. This is like fucking concrete blocks. Man, my heart sank so fast that I immediately like just pushed a little back and rearranged and went in. I rushed out. I'm like... And there's like this fucking... across from it. It's dark, it's black. It looks like I chipped some of the paint from the fucking wall itself. Oh my God. I wasn't even going fast. I was like, I'm moving slowly. And
oh, but once you're stuck. You're stuck.
Oh man, and again, to anybody out there who's ever been with parents who are just like any fuck up, any little fuck up, and mind you, it was an honest to God accident. I try to find a way to fix it. I try looking for like shops around here that could just make it go away.
Yeah.
And no, it's not gonna go away. That is, it's gonna be apparent. And I think, fuck, did it chip into the paint because there were black spots on it? So one day I have to return the car, and I wasn't able to get it fixed. I'm like walking towards my doom.
Yeah. Oh no.
And my dad is very nice to me that day. Mind you, he's not an asshole. He's just old school Latino. So he's saying, oh, we're just talking this and this and that. And mind you, you could like, from the distance where I parked the car right in front of the apartment, I'm like, you could see it. This is where that young infantile mind comes in. It's like, oh, if they don't notice it, I'm not in trouble. I just leave the car. I forgot. Again, I pick up my other car and I leave.
Yeah.
3 hours pass by. I was in the movie theaters. I was like, all right, because that was a fun movie. I had a great time. I was like, wow, that was a great movie. It inspired me to do acting again or continue with acting.
Yeah.
I had a call from my dad.
Oh no.
What the fuck is this? And this is where I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
And again, it's the deny. But I'm like, no, I'm caught. Like, I can't outsmart this man.
Yeah.
Man, he tears into me and he's just like, were you like drunk? Were you this? I'm like, then I took offense to that. And mind you, you know me, and not many things offend me. But it's like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I don't drink. I don't do drugs. What the fuck? And we got into a screaming match outside of the theater as people are going in. I'm like, no, what the fuck? I gotta do that shit. And and I was like, man, 28 years old and I'm still like a fucking child in front of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a thing, like, if you have, like, again, parents who were very strict. Yeah, that's a good word. Then it's kind of hard. Like, I don't know if people have noticed whenever you go back into their home or whatever, you could be 40, 80, 90 years old.
But it's
you
like
revert back to that.
Like, I had no choice but to try to gaslight my own dad. Like, it was a coping mechanism.
And I knew it. And the reason I became so good at being able to, like...
You know what? Now that makes sense. Now it makes sense how you can just talk out of anything or into anything.
Because my father is as smart as me. I got my intelligence from him. He could see through my shit. I had to practice my ability to improvise, to convince, to, I guess, gaslight. No, I could never gaslight my parents. They had that like street smarts.
Yeah.
Oh, they knew.
But I mean, like in that moment, it was it was a knee-jerk response to try to like you know, because you're trying to protect yourself.
Of course, yeah.
From
one boy to another. What's your advice, homie?
Oh my God, boba.
Boba?
I have a problem. Like, I just found out about boba maybe like within the last like 2 years, maybe if that. And like when I first discovered it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love, you know, you can have so many different flavors and like, you know, who you know, and like the jellies and the actual boba or whatever. My mom does not like boba, and I was like, what? She was like, it's a
you
texture.
Uncultured swine.
She's like, it's a texture thing. I'm like, what? You don't like a chew toy in your drink? Come on. And then like, you know, where I live, I'm between two boba places, which is perfect for me, you know, because then I can just walk to the left, get some boba, walk to the right, get some boba.
I win every time.
I win every time. And then I found out you can get kits of boba from Ralph's.
Oh.
I cleared out their whole
no
sections. I got all the flavors. I think I've got like 3 boxes left because I was just like making them. And I got myself like the ice thing so it has the little like ball ices to put in there. And then, so I had that. And then I found out at Costco, you can get like pre-made bobas. So I had both in my kitchen at one point. I had like a big box of the pre-mades. I had the little boxes of the kits. And then when I was working remotely for a while, you know, it was a tough day dealing with clients and, you know, I just needed to like pep things up a bit. So I ordered some to be delivered. I can't get enough. And, you know, so boba's definitely the thing. One of these days, I would love to learn how to actually make my own. Some people are getting really creative too.
Yeah.
You know, because you could do like little shapes or like play with even more flavors. But, yeah, thinking about it, I'm like sweating a little bit.
What is this? It's like the meat sweats like, oh God, I want it.
Oh my gosh, But yeah, so boba is the current.
That's your vice.
The current vice, you know.
I live in the city of Alhambra. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a very heavily Asian influenced city. Boba is fucking everywhere. Oh my god, there's
Paradise.
what is it? No, it wasn't Mission Street. It was. Good lord, I lived there for like 17 years. I'm forgetting the streets already.
Your mind's trying to block it out.
Yeah, like it's like we're never going back there again, Ryan. But if you went further east towards like, because Alhambra is like right off the 10 freeway. If you go further east, you hit like Rosemead and stuff like that. When you go in that area at the end of Alhambra into Rosemead, it's more Asian focused, or more Asian business are there.
Yeah.
Apparently, that area had the most impacted boba places of both cities. I forgot what it was called. I tried it once. I wasn't a fan of balls in my mouth. Ladies, if that's what you like, great. Zinger! No. Gentlemen, you too. It's 2020.
We need a little wah, wah.
And I was too sweet. And I tried different types. Like, mind you, when I say like, oh, I don't like this, and I fucking make a huge case for it, I've tried them.
Yeah. I mean,
Just like, you got to give them a chance. Nah, man, like I would choke on those balls, man. Just I would gargle them in my mouth, and
there's
it's
a lot happening here.
like I would practice the suction, like okay, get a couple balls in my mouth, get a whole ball in my mouth. Yeah, just my mouth ain't big enough for those kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You're like, this is a very
But look, speaking of sweet things.
Yeah, the sweetest things.
The sweetest things are the friendships we made along the way.
Oh yeah.
And of course,
I mean, 'tis the season.
all right, fucking give me the potatoes.
Okay.
Let's see what this tastes like. Mind you, okay, here's the thing. When Bex first came in, Jesus Christ. Shit. We were talking about like how do you make your potatoes?
Yeah.
Bex
gosh.
said that she adds mayonnaise to the concoction of mashed potatoes.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Me and Emma looked at her like she had committed the first sin.
Mayonnaise, the first sin. We're rewriting the Bible.
Old Testament, New Testament, buckle your britches, bitches. We're coming for a rewrite. And she was like, yeah, now mind you, mayonnaise is a fat, you know? Just like butter is, because I use butter and milk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dude, my fucking body's telling me don't eat. But you know what? I'll do it for you, ladies and gentlemen.
For the team.
For the thing. So I'm just gonna scoop some right here because I don't wanna.
Oh no.
Bex, we have a first aid kit, right?
Oh my god.
Honestly, it's not bad.
Okay.
I taste too much potato. Like
It
it probably
needs
needed
more
more mayonnaise,
something.
more salt.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be another like episode where I want to do like either a grilling competition, a baking a food
Oh
competition.
yeah, yeah.
And like, but we dress up as like judges from different shows.
Yeah.
And just really give our genuine opinion.
Oh my gosh.
This is not bad.
Here's the thing. Me and cookie. Well, see, I didn't even get to taste that, so I wasn't able to like add more stuff
Go
or
ahead.
whatever.
Well, I remember I just scooped it on the side and then just picked from the side.
Okay. Yeah, let me see what this is. Yeah, I agree. It does need more stuff. But the thing with me and cooking, if we were to ever do an episode for that, is we need to have probably a fire extinguisher on hand. Here's the thing. I've never, well, okay. Just like anyone else, I've had like great dishes and not so great dishes. But regardless of what the end result is, my smoke alarm goes off. And fires have happened.
No.
Not big ones, but fires have happened. But like I'm never in any danger, and I mean like the stuff turns out fine. But the smoke alarm has been a little bit extra lately, so I did get a robe and tie it around the smoke alarm so I didn't have to deal with that drama. So that's just something to keep in mind if we were to do a cooking competition.
I see. So we'll do it outside then.
Yeah, maybe just grilling at a park or something. And just hope there aren't too many people around.
Let's see, where's the fire extinguisher around here? I think it's over there.
I was like,
I'm like, you don't have to put a robe around it. Like, you could just put like a piece of tape over the actual like heat sensor.
Oh, well, see, I don't really understand them. So it's just like for safety. So I'm like, I only want to do this once.
Just gonna walk into your home and it's like, oh, you're drying your clothes? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, it low-key looks like a little decorative piece, just like this like floral fabric with like it's got a circle and then like a little draping and whatnot. Emma earlier was because I told this to them. Emma was like, so what happens if an actual fire happens? I was like, well, I'll just leave. I mean,
I'll just leave.
Like my whole apartment's one room. It's a studio, so I mean, it's not like I'm gonna have to go too far, but
So what if you're asleep? Then I fucking die. What of it? I'm not getting rid of my
then
my
I
piece.
don't. Like, I just couldn't handle the alarm going off anymore because it was constant.
Like, were you using butter or something? Like, you must have been torching something.
It started when I was making rice and like the starchy water or whatever like bubbled up too much and spilled out over the
flame, right?
Yeah,
and it heats it up, or like
it heats it up, and that started one thing. But then I guess like the residue, I've tried to like scrape off and like clean off of the metal thing or whatever, but it still burns. So even if I'm making other stuff, and if anything else happens to like bubble over in any way, or if anything falls or whatever, then that just adds
another layer,
and then so it's just consistently smoking, or there's like a little like beep, 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 little fire or whatnot. Or if I'm making something in the oven, the tray, when they get hot, they warp, right? And if there's juices, then it like spills over off into the oven, and then that catches and like that smokes. And
so somehow you're lighting water on fire.
Yeah, it's a skill. I'm actually like thinking of putting it on the resume. I would have been burned at the stake a long time ago.
You're gonna put it like that one. I think it was like he was like a Marine, no, like a Navy Marine, and it's just like Charles Brown, special skill, cooks minute rice in 58 seconds.
Yeah, I mean like what would you call that? Because I mean like. Usually, like, when I cook for people, they like the food, It's a dangerous journey.
Or do they say they just like it?
It's a dangerous journey to get there. That's the thing.
You have to fight for your life to make substance.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry guys, I gotta go, like, consult the Eye of Sauron. I'll be back with dinner. Like,
I'm toasting bread right now. Give me a second, guys. I really gotta pray for this.
I gotta pray for this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a hazard.
Oh. Well, look, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I feel like I should share with you, my fellow co-star, something that all Americans can truly abide by and feel like this is the kind of food that truly represents giving and the thanks that we give to everyone out there and all of you. No, seriously, guys. Just you guys watching this or just watching some of our other content would really appreciate it, man. We're doing this stuff not only for fun, but obviously money. Oh, no. But we do it because this is fun for us. This is what we enjoy doing. And you guys just sticking around. I should probably look at this one. I realize it. It's like you guys just watching us, supporting us, following us on our social medias, our streams and stuff like that. We truly appreciate it. And even if the rest of the crew can't be here, they would say the same thing. So, Bex, in the spirit of giving and thanks, I want to share with you the true representation of America by offering you a Krispy Kreme mountain of donuts that I got from Burbank, California.
Yes, it's giving, all right. It's giving. It's giving a lot.
There it is. Oh boy, it's gonna be giving my arteries a lot of shit right now.
God bless America.
God damn, it's good to be American. I mean, take your pick. Let's see. So what we have is pink sprinkled. Yeah. We have the classic glazed. We have this that I just forgot. And 4 of those are filled with either raspberry or strawberry, I think.
Okay.
So thank you, Krispy Kreme. God damn it, I keep forgetting what camera to look at. Again, we're not sponsored by Krispy Kreme, but please sponsor us. We're big fans of your donuts. And damn it, doesn't that say America?
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
So, would
Okay.
you? Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the pink boy.
All right, then I will join you.
I'm gonna cheers and we can close out on
We're
cheers.
gonna cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching this very, very impromptu episode of Show Title Pending, and happy Thanksgiving. We are gonna be working on some Christmas stuff now, so we can get on top of it faster.
This just in, Mariah Carey has been thawed from her enclosure and she is wreaking havoc on the city.
Oh shit! One little tink. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Follow us on social medias. Our Twitch, Das Mexican, Just Bravo, LK Oni, which is spelled with a 1 at the end instead of an I. And I'm gonna try streaming on YouTube just to see what that's like. But yeah, guys, see you all next time and happy Thanksgiving. Adios. Get it right next to the mic.
No.